morning, top of the morning. All right, guys, One Piece chapter 1072 is out, and I'm here to talk about it. Per usual, we're going to give you a quick assessment as to what happened in the chapter, give you some quick theories and some ideas as to what is actually going on, and try not to lose my absolute shit, because the end of the chapter completely blew me away. I did not expect it, and if y'all lie and say y'all expected this, I don't know. The weight of memories. I mean, the first thought I had when I saw the chapter title was that, okay, we're gonna have the weight of Vegapunk's head. We're gonna go to Punk Records or something. No, we actually realized the weight of actual memories, because Kuma's ability is become even more broken, because apparently this dude can take your memories out. Okay, I thought Pudding was broken, but Kuma can remove your memories, and Bonnie, I think, is about to experience her dad's memories, and it's probably gonna blow her away, and I can't wait for that. But guys, we're gonna do something different today. You probably like, what are you talking about? What we're gonna do today different is we are going to start at the end of the chapter, because what a plot twist. Right? At the end of the chapter, we see Zoro fighting Kaku. Zoro manages to overpower Kaku, and then Stussy bites Kaku. Chomp! I'm like, what the heck is going on? Well, apparently, Stussy made Kaku go to sleep. And what? So of course it's odd, because Stussy is a CP0 agent that's been undercover for a long time. Her age, apparently she's really old. It's been hinted at. She's a very old agent. So for her to do this, it was completely out of the blue. Even Rob Lucci's like, wait, what the hell are you doing? Because it was about to be 2v7. Well, apparently Stussy, she's a clone of the Rock's pirate crewmate, Miss Buckingham, and more than likely Miss Buckingham is actually Miss Backing. Backing, that's Weevil's mom. This leads us to very, very dangerous Stussy. Dangerous territory. Here's what I'm thinking. She was a successful cloning experiment, but she was #1. Okay? Which means there are more out there. Now, we start at the end. I had to give you guys my thoughts on that really quickly. I am mind blown. Now let's go back to the beginning. The beginning of the chapter. It feels weird because it sounds like it's talking about Bonnie, but it could be talking about Stussy. Let's read what it says here. Even if the world does not acknowledge her, she was born into this world. She is without a doubt a human, a success. I'm certain this is a big step towards world peace. From that point forward, it transitions to Bonnie. Okay, and a lot of people are saying, well, is Oda trying to tell us that Bonnie is also an experiment? Now, there are things out there which could lead to Bonnie being an experiment as well. Because Stussy is a living, breathing human, and Bonnie is as well. But if she is a clone of what? Is she a clone of the Queen Dowager Connie? Why is she so fond of Kuma? Is Kuma her actual dad? Did Kuma force them to clone his mom? It is, you understand what I'm saying? Like, do you guys understand what's going on here? Oda has officially mind us. Officially. Because what you're doing here with the beginning of the chapter is making us think, okay, it's definitely Bonnie. Then to just completely floor us at the end, because it's actually talking about Stussy. She is a living and breathing clone. Now, I'm at a loss for words for a few reasons. One, we knew clones existed. Judge specialized in clones. He cloned a bunch of Virgos. That's what they look like. A bunch of Virgos for his actual army. Not new. The Seraphim, more than likely, they were clones as well. We don't view the Seraphim as actual clones or living, breathing people, considering they have the green blood and they have the canisters. So we were always questioning, are they living? Are they breathing? Actual clones. The next thing that's really important we have to focus on is that subscribe button. All right, you got to touch that button because we have a lot more to talk about. If you guys want to stay updated, because we're going to dive deeply into this and so many more videos to come. Subscribe to stay around, change that button. But seriously, we got to double back again, going even more backwards. You're like, that's the beginning. Well, the cover story. This cover story is fascinating. And again, like I've mentioned time and time again, Oda is incorporating and doing a great job of incorporating what's happening in the cover story with what's happening in the chapter. Now, why I think this is so important is that, first, Caesar, if you didn't notice before, Caesar has the same aura or the sash as awakened people. So who knows what that means, but that's besides the point. Caesar has a black looking devil fruit. Queen has, it looks like some contraption, and Judge is using his spear, it seems like, or something somewhere. Here's my theory. Caesar, Judge, and Queen are about to experiment on a thing and to clone someone. That's why we see the black devil fruit. And at the end of the chapter, we see Stussy and she has black wings. Oda is doing an amazing job of seamlessly incorporating the cover story with events from the chapter. That's crazy. Sorry for yelling at you. I didn't mean to do that. First off, we don't know if it's a real devil fruit, artificially created. We don't know what drugs Queen has, and what the heck is Judge doing. Again, here's the crazy part about it. Stussy could be an encapsulation of everything these three specialize in. First off, Caesar has the devil fruit, and that could be what she is. Second, Queen could have experimented with her body with toxins, so when she bites you, you immediately pass out because she's so toxic. That's why Caesar talked about before, hey, don't compare me to that poison man Magellan. I am way past that, even though Caesar just be chatting. So you never know. Either way, next, Judge. We know he successfully cloned and, of course, splicing and lineage factor stuff. So Judge is the perfect person to kind of combine some of Caesar's talents with Queen's talents and create the perfect killing machine. It says Germa's emotionless excursion, a mass-produced killing machine. It makes a lot of sense that that's what they're trying to do here, bro. Do we understand the level that this puts things at? Essentially, they cloned a Rocks Pirates member in Miss Buckingham, whatever the hell. So here's a few things. This person, Stussy, is a clone of Miss Buckingham. We're assuming Miss Buckingham is Weevil's mom. Miss Buckingham is confirmed to be a former Rocks pirate. The person that was in the cover story of chapter 1071 is indeed Stussy, or it could be the original Miss Buckingham. That's how they got a hold of her DNA. The significance of this is, well, for a few reasons. Miss Buckingham, she definitely did interact with Whitebeard back in the day, but also the weight of memories is important here because what they remember is that Weevil is the son of Whitebeard. So did something get crossed to splice? Is Weevil actually one of the first Seraphim that were ever created? Because his mom, Miss Buckingham, she's actually someone that experimented or gave herself up for experimentation and was actually cloned. Do you guys understand here? But also, deeper than that, and you know, obviously she's a Rocks pirate crewmate. Back in Wano, the old hag, yeah, one of the faces she used was of Shiki and yes, Miss Buckingham. So the old hag had previous association with Rocks before. So more than likely, this is where the old hag find out about Kaido. That's where she found out about Kaido. Where did that come from? I gotta calm down because I don't know this random this Peppa Pig accent is. What? Let's bring things back a little bit. So Weevil, he's the son of Miss Buckingham. He wants revenge on the Whitebeard Pirates because Whitebeard didn't own him or claim him, and he says that's his dad. I don't think that's his dad, but I do think there's some affiliation there, and she could be manipulating the situation. But she was a former Rocks pirate crew member, so therefore she did have interactions with Whitebeard. She probably wanted relations with him. He probably denied her. Maybe she got knocked out by Shiki back in the day, and therefore she can't want her. So then she says Whitebeard's kid. I mean, they're both kind of blind, right? You know? All right, that's crazy. They're all connected. Now, for the old hag, it said that she was killed, and I do believe that. Actually, I don't. I don't think she did. Bro, I cannot believe in death. Either way, she's a very important piece of this, and I think we may get the puzzles to connect really soon. Guys, it's so insane, right? Because here's the thing. We have the connection between Caesar, Queen, and Judge. Then we have the connection between Queen to Kaido. Now we have the connection between the old hag to Kaido, now the old hag to the Rocks Pirates. It's like this crazy ass maze that Oda's creating, and he's just waiting patiently to connect it all together. Again, clones have always been a thing, but the reason why it's so jarring is because it's right in our face. Oda has finally thrown it in our face saying, yeah, I can clone actual named characters as well. Are the Gurusei cloned? Is Zoro a clone of Ryuma? Is Nami a clone of one of Big Mom's kids or Big Mom herself? Is Robin a clone of Olvia? Nah, okay, those are kind of crazy. I've seen people say that Tashiki could be a clone of Kuina. There's just no correlation. We're gonna go too crazy with the cloning stuff, but it's something we have to factor in because Stussy is a successful cloning experiment, and she took out Kaku. Now, people ask me, is Stussy's top 30? What are we talking about here? We still have to talk about Kuma because this is a very impactful chapter, and the weight of memories, we have to wait and see how it connects to Stussy because I want to know how that works. Okay, with cloning, can you copy the memories of the person? Is this person completely separate from Bakken and she doesn't have memories of what Miss Bakken does? And what is the purpose of creating Stussy? And was she just there to work for Vegapunk, and is she the person that Vegapunk called? Now, at first it felt like that, but then you have to think about the person that Vegapunk called. It made it seem like this person lived in Egghead, and this person has been waiting patiently for the call. That doesn't seem like Stussy, okay? This is groundbreaking. Now, we understand why Oda was saving the Rocks Pirate stuff because there's so much more to it than we actually understand. The Rocks Pirates. How is the old hag connected? Stussy and Miss Buckingham, why was she there? What was her connection? Obviously, she was working with them, but what was her purpose? What is she trying to convince of Weevil? Is Weevil a failed experiment? Is he Seraphim Zero? Because he looks like a created player anyway. I am mind jolted. Guys, wow, bro. Okay. I'm gonna need some time to think about some more theories and put these things together, so expect another video tomorrow. Holy shit. But since we got that out of the way, let's talk about the rest of the chapter, right? Vegapunk and Bonnie, she's still chasing him. It's funny because initially when Bonnie turned into a kid, I'm like, okay, is this flashback time? It seemed like Bonnie back in the day messing around in the Mad's laboratory, Vegapunk caring about her. Then he's like, oh wait, no, he still has gray hair, and Bonnie's just messing with him. And then Bonnie does an amazing move that I like, where it seems like she transforms into her future self, maybe in an alternate dimension, in which she's actually buff on some Bisky stuff, and it is impressive. And of course, there's a limit, but it's pretty good. It's so just insane utilization of the fruit and what it entails. And Oda, I don't know how Oda consistently blows our mind in regards to abilities and how they intertwine with the story and different characters. It's just, and again, I'm going to talk more about that and abilities and how they intertwine with Kuma, because oh my God, bro, like we're not ready. So Bonnie does something to turn Vegapunk into an ugly little Momo baby. And she at this point has Vegapunk in her grasp and at her mercy and is saying, what happened to my dad? And Vegapunk, he has to answer the question because, well, she's gonna kill him. Well, maybe not, but she's gonna kill him. And Vegapunk, even in the midst of that, you can tell that he really cares about Bonnie, because Bonnie tripping and falling, he's like, wait, Bonnie, did you hurt yourself? So there's care there, and Oda put that in for a reason for us to see. No, Vegapunk does care about Bonnie. There's just some other things going on here. He's not just this selfish, this heartless person doesn't care about anything. He actually cares. It's just really imperative towards Kuma's goal and whatever he was trying to accomplish. Now, Kuma, in the meanwhile, he's still climbing the red line for whatever reason, and here's what I love that Oda's been doing. He's been showing and telling. What this means is, I'm showing you a part of the story in which you don't have the answers. And on the other side, I'm giving you the answers while I'm providing more questions. He did it several times with when they were talking about the ancient history, talking about the giants, etc. And he showed it on the other hand as to what exactly the answer is. With this one, we don't know why Kuma is doing what he's doing, but again, he's showing that he has the means to provide the answers to why Kuma is doing what he's doing. Meaning, we're going to see Kuma climbing the red line, and Oda's going to reveal to us, or reveal to Bonnie as well, the whole secret behind Kuma and the plan he had from the get-go through his memories. I love that Bonnie's saying here, I know my dad's ability, bro. Like, this is not pain, this is memories. And you can just feel the care that she has for her dad. And I couldn't imagine this person that I really care about that basically abandoned me, damn near. Obviously, it doesn't feel like it's of his choosing, but obviously Kuma had this plan. This is what he wanted, and Bonnie can't seem to fathom that. Now, Kuma in the flashback, man, he looks like a menace. When he asked Vegapunk that question, are you trying to embarrass me? I was scared a little bit. I got shook a little bit, like, Vegapunk, watch out, right? But Kuma looked like he was a problem, but Vegapunk convinced him to take his memories out. For what reason? He's saying it's for science and the future and world peace, whatever. I absolutely love the dialogue used here, because specifically they said Kuma's ability has the ability to turn peripheral nerves into radio waves and transfer them. It's crazy. So with that, they can do the same thing with mental images, like pictures or memories. So Kuma, at this point, we're gonna find out the great secret about him. Vegapunk, again, from his perspective, saying Kuma is an actual great guy. He's a good man. He just promised me to never tell you anything. So whatever he's doing is for the betterment of society and just the One Piece world as a whole. Now, going back to Egghead and what's going on, it's about to be a 2v7. Sanji's reaction is hilarious because he's literally about to see Zoro fight against all the Seraphim and CP0, and he's like, yo, can he win? Like, yo, now he's like, yo, go help him. He's like, all right, I can't. Oh, I want to save him, right? Yeah, like, I love that moment because it's just the banter they have back and forth. Zoro do the same thing to Sanji. And that brings us all the way full circle to Zoro versus Kaku. And then we continue with then Kaku getting knocked out for a little bit, just knocked down for a while. Then Stussy does her thing, and then Rabaduchi's surprised. And then we find out that she's a clone of Miss Buckingham, and she's the first one. Full circle. What a fantastic chapter to come back to. The things I'm thinking about is just so many thoughts about not only Stussy and what she actually is and her purpose, but I don't think that's the person Vegapunk was actually calling on. And where do we go from here? Who else? They have the facilities to do some dangerous things down there. And cloning, not just cloning fodder, but actually big names that can impact the story. We've talked about Dragon all the time, right? And Dragon's plan. If Dragon has successfully infiltrated the world government through clones, whereas could be vice admirals. I'm not gonna jump too far as to say admirals have been infiltrated and cloned, but they've infiltrated the world government. Stussy has infiltrated CP0, the faction that reports to Gorosei. She literally keeps the Revolutionary Army abreast of everything that's going on. That's what I'm assuming. She is the plant one of them. And people are saying she has a succubus fruit. I don't know. I'm thinking the toxins from Queen, devil fruit from Caesar, cloning, lineage factor stuff from Judge. That group is a scary group. And how they come together and tie together and just the connections, blowing my mind. Guys, give me your thoughts. Wow. There's more to talk about. You guys know I'll talk about it. Sunday breakdown coming. Saturday, a more deep dive into actually what the hell. Because what the hell, right? Guys, again, give me your thoughts. Make sure to like the video. If you did, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Twitter, follow me. Instagram, follow me. Members, thank you so much. If you would like my reaction in a 9-hour stream where we're talking about the chapter the entire time, go check it out in the description. I'm excited for the future. Man, Egghead so far, I think is better than